I'm a singer-songwriter, and so I do perform out at open mics and that sort of thing. And I needed someone who would not just show me how to play the actual piano, but also help me gain the confidence to actually perform in front of people. And I think that that's been something that's been really useful to work on. The more Chris has worked with me to expand my knowledge and to help me understand exactly what I'm doing technically, then I just naturally have become more confident in the piano playing. And then in addition to that, we actually have conversations about what it is that I'm working through. He won't just sort of give me the answer, but sort of work with me to figure it out for myself and then check in with me later. I guess making more informed decisions, I think, is something that Chris has helped me with, as opposed to, I think before I started going to Chris, I would get a tune in my head, and then I would just sort of try to work it out on the piano, and trust that the melody that I came up with and the chord progression that I came up with was fine because it sounded fine. But now I feel like I have more of a knowledge base to look at it and say, okay, maybe this chord progression isn't the chord progression that works best for the melody that I'm singing. Maybe I should try this. And so I have a little bit more in my toolbox at my disposal from the composition end, and so that's been really important to me. I think one way that Chris has helped me is helping me to sort of define what the roadblocks are in terms of where does my time go to, how do I spend that time, and how do I prioritize that. And also helping me to realize that just because I make the music a priority in a certain way doesn't mean that I'm saying these other things are not important. And one thing that I've really enjoyed and liked is that I don't feel like I'm being told or having the answers just sort of given to me, but that it's a conversation and a dialogue, and I'm learning. And as I'm learning, you know, through the things that Chris is teaching me, I think I'm learning to sort of, in a way, come up with those answers for myself. And then along the way, it seems like Chris has just sort of helped me stay on track. Also, of course, because of Chris's own understanding and knowledge of what he's teaching, I think what's been useful to me is to sometimes have the same material presented in different ways. I don't always understand when I'm learning something why it is the way it is, and so if I don't understand how it's explained to me the first time, a lot of times Chris will find another avenue to explain it to me, and then I get it, and that's been useful.